What are magic bags filled with? I've got a used magic bag. I actually had someone tell me, they're like, my bag smells so bad, I need one of your lava sand filled heating pads. And I was like, okay, I'll make you a deal, I'll give you a discount. Just ship me your stinky magic bag. So that's what this thing is, imported from Canada from this customer. She shipped me this magic bag, and today we're gonna find out what's inside. But before I do, I want you to look at some stuff. You see that stain right there? That's disgusting. You can't wash these because there's food inside. Most microwavable heating pads are filled with some kind of food like rice, flaxseed, wheat. Pretty sure the inside of these is barley. So that's interesting. But even just holding this, I can just feel the dust, the nasty stuff inside just wafting off of it. But let's cut this bad boy open. All right, here we go. Oh my heck. Just look inside of that. The fabric's all discolored, all this like food dust coming out. That is gross. You see that? Burnt barley. And I'm definitely not gonna taste test these. Here we go, the taste test. That tastes like burnt corn nuts. That's disgusting. Doing a bunch of tests with different food products, I found that after about 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the microwave, most food started to pop or burn. You can clearly see like that one, super blackened. I mean, this thing is just full of dusty oozing out of it. Let's pour some of this out. Look how discolored that is. Gross. This was interesting. What is that? Looks like a mushroom or something. I should have normal barley next to this to show you how darkened, miscolored this is, and just the dust that's coming off of it. I'm afraid I might be getting hay fever after this. So a few common questions people have about magic bags is, can you overheat them? And yes, you definitely can. In my testing, over 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you can start to burn the food that's inside of a heating pad. This magic bag, it's filled with barley, and there's clearly a bunch of grains in here that are burnt. Does a magic bag provide moist heat? Yes, the grains do emit a little bit of moist heat, but at what cost? That moist heat is coupled with smell from the grain. And it's not even that great of moist heat. It's not like a sauna. The worst part about it, honestly, that people have told me, after you use it, if this gets on your hair, touches your skin or your clothes, you literally have to change or take a shower because that smell just gets on you. Who wants to have that moist, burnt grain smell on their body? Last time I checked, it's not a great fragrance to have on your body if you want to go out on the town at night or something. How many times can you use a magic bag? Since there's food inside, it's really disposable. Honestly, instead of wasting the money on a food-filled heating pad, what I would recommend is either do a lava sand one like we provide, just put it in a sock. You can get grains, you can get rice, put it in a sock. After 3 or 4 uses, you can literally just throw it away. Inside of this, if you bought a food-filled heating pad, maybe a month or 2, but it really just depends, like, did you burn it? Did it get a little too much moisture? Have the grains spoiled? Have they popped? Is it breaking down and creating some nasty moldy dust? Definitely have an expiration date. Grains at their best, I know for flaxseed, for example, even just sitting on the shelf for over a year, flaxseed can expire and go bad. Food-filled heating pads have an expiration date, maybe best 6 months to a year. Well, that's why you should always go with a lava sand-filled heating pad that doesn't have food, is not creating some nasty, grainy dust inside that's gonna give you asthma or something like that. And it's completely odorless. And you can put this on your body and you don't have to shower after using it because there's none of that moist weirdness. The other thing is, if you do want moist heat with a lava sand filled heating pad, all you have to do is put a wet rag between you and the heating pad and then put it on, and you have incredible moist heat with lots of moisture, completely odorless, and you get all the moist heat you want. Let's say you get something on this, like clearly right here, something definitely got on this, and you want to wash it. Can you put this in the washing machine? No, you can't, because if the grains inside get wet, then that's just going to allow them to mold. If there is any live grains in here left that could sprout, it's just going to mold and rot if it gets wet. You can't put this in the washing machine. The best way to clean a food-filled heating pad is to get a damp rag and try to wash it off. And this one, you can clearly see that a damp rag is not really going to do anything to really clean that off. And then it doesn't do anything to clean the grains inside, obviously. Those are still just burnt and smell bad. Even putting putting lavender in here, it's only gonna make it smell a little better if you like that lavender smell. Can you put magic bags in the microwave? Yes, you can. That's what they're designed for. But again, you have to be super careful that you don't overheat it, because in magic bags, the barley inside will burn. Not great. Also heat it in the oven. I think this looks like cotton fabric. Probably put it at like 200 degrees in the oven for 20-30 minutes. You know, you only get so many uses out of this, and you have to be really careful that you don't burn the stuff inside, because fresh barley being microwaved doesn't smell that great, but burnt barley smells a lot worse. These bags, sure, it's a great company, and for a long time this was like the only thing we really had. So nothing against Magic Bags. I'm sure they're a great company that have provide a great product, but you know, science has given us something better. The earth has given us something better, and that is lava sand filled heating pads. You get all the same benefits, but none of the drawbacks with a lava sand filled heating pad. Instead of worrying about grains and smells and all of that, you might as well just try out one of the Lavayoo microwavable heating pads that are filled with lava sand and not food. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful to answer some of your questions, and we'll catch you next time.